Hi guys, this is Emily from Emily's Anthology. I have for you guys today a really quick, really simple smoky eye, and this is the kind of smoky eye that would really suit Asian eye shapes, whether it be monolids, small eyes, or just hooded eyelids like mine. I used purple tones with this. You can use any color you'd like basically. As a little point of guidance, I would say that blues, purples, plummy colors, and browns suit Asian eyes really well. So if you guys like the look, please watch on to find out how you can get it, and thank you so much for watching. So I started by laying down my base. If you're going to use an eyeshadow that will fall out, or if you're just not that good at applying eyeshadow, then you can skip your base, do your eyes first, and then come back to the base. I already did my base. I used the Anti-Blemish Solutions foundation from Clinique, and this is in the color 2 Fresh Ivory. I also did my brows. For this, I used the Bloom Eyebrow Duo, and now I'm going to move on to my eyes. For the eyes, I'm starting off with a base. This is the Models Prefer Eye Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lids. And you're going to want to do this to help your eyeshadow stick better and last longer. It also intensifies the color of the eyeshadows, which is great. Another base that you could use, and this is one that I really like, is the Benefit Creaseless Cream Shadow Liner. And this is in the color Strut. I love using this for smoky eyes because it helps smoke out the eyes so well and holds on to the other eyeshadows, so nothing smudges, and it lasts so long and looks so intense and dark and smoky. And I'm just applying it with a clean finger. And I'm also going to apply it to my lower lash line. Don't have to worry about being too neat with this at this point. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and blend the color out. Now with all cream eyeshadow bases, you have to remember not to put too much on, because these things, although they set, if you apply too much they can crease. And I'm just blending this eyeshadow into my crease and softening any harsh edges. Now I want to apply my main base color. For this entire tutorial, I'm going to be using this Clinique Color Surge eyeshadow quad, and this is in the color 110 Plum Seduction. Now I'm going to be taking this purple color from the middle on a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to put that color onto the lid, focusing on the inner corner. Next, I'm going to flip the eyeshadow brush over and pick up this color over here from the quad, the darkest purple color. And I'm picking it on my brush, and I'm applying it to the outer third of the eye and winging it out slightly. This will add some shape and dimension to your eye. Once that's done, I'm going to be taking the equivalent of a MAC 217 brush. This is the Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm just going to blend the edges out into my crease and a bit outward at the outer edges. Now that that's done, I want to run a crease color through my crease to add some dimension. I'm going to be using this color over here from the same palette. It's just a minky taupey color. I'm picking it up with the same brush that I used earlier, or you can use a clean brush, it's up to you. And I'm just going to run it into my crease. Because it's from the same palette, this minky taupe has a bit of a purple undertone to it, which makes it match the eyeshadows on the mobile lid really well. So it gives your entire look sort of a put together, polished kind of feel. Okay, now the upper lid is done, and I'm going to move to the lower lid. On the lower lid, I'm going to be using this brush. This is the Boots No. 7 Smoky Eyeliner brush. I think I'm just going to grab the color, the darkest color from the palette, and run it on my lower lash line, about a third of the way in. Now this part should be nice and smoky already from the Benefit cream shadow that we applied earlier. Now clean the brush and grab this color from the palette and apply it the rest of the way on the lower lash line. For this next step, you can either use a cream liner, a gel liner, or a pencil liner. It's completely up to you. What I do have to say about it is that cream liners and gel liners set really easily, so once you apply them, you have to work really quickly to smudge them out if you want that really nice smoky effect. With pencil liners, it's a bit different because they're easier to smudge and they don't set as quickly. Some of them don't set at all. I'm going to be using a pencil liner for this look. And the pencil liner that I'm going to be using is the Clinique Quickliner for Eyes Intense, and this is in the color Intense Plum. Now I'm just going to apply it onto my lash line. And in the inner rims of my eyes as well, in between the lashes. And I'm bringing it out slightly at the outer corners, just to lift my eyes a little bit. Now I'm going to use the other side of the pencil. There's a little spongy tip that comes with this pencil. And I'm going to use that to smudge out the eyeliner that I just applied. This just softens the look a little. And I'm going to apply the same eyeliner onto my lower lash line. All the way across. And just smudge it out as well. Now that's my eyes done. Remember that if you want your eyes to look a bit more intense and not so soft and smoky, then you can use a dark black eyeliner on the inner rims of your eyes or as your eyeliner, and that kind of gives it a more intense look, but it also makes your eyes smaller. I'm now going to be applying a mascara. The mascara that I'm using is the Australis Voluptulash mascara, and this is really good for picking up every single one of your eyelashes. And on the lower lash line as well. Finally, as a highlighter, I'm going to be going in with the lightest color in the palette. And I'm picking it up with just a pencil liner brush. And I'm just going to apply it right underneath the arch of my eyebrow. And in the inner corners of my eyes. I just applied my false eyelashes, and now I'm going to do the under eye concealing. If you chose not to do your base before, now would be the time to do it. Apply your foundation and concealer. I already did my base, so I'm just going to be applying concealer here. And as usual, I'm going to be blending it out with the NP Set foundation brush. For the blush, I have another Clinique product. I was just sent a bunch of Clinique products and I couldn't help myself. They're all so gorgeous. This is the Fresh Bloom All Over color. Look at how shimmery and gorgeous it is. And this is in the number 2 Posy. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques blush brush with this. Oh, I really don't want to ruin it. I'm going to dip my brush into all 3 colors. Trying very hard not to smudge anything. And I'm just going to pat it onto my cheeks. This is a really good blush to use with this look because the foundation that I use, the Anti-Blemish foundation, it has quite a matte finish. So using a blush with a lot of shimmer will make up for the matte, dry kind of look and give your skin a more dewy glow. I also want to contour my skin. And for this, I'm going to be using the Sleek Contour Kit, and this is in the color Medium. I'm also using the NP Set Blush Contour Brush, and basically what I'm going to do is dab my brush into the product, tap it off on the back of my hand, and then apply it to my contours. Just in a sweeping back and forth motion. And the trick to contouring is to use as little product as possible and layer it on to achieve the intensity that you want, because if you use too much product at one go, it will look muddy and dirty instead of give you that really nice natural contour that you're looking for. And I'm taking the color up onto my temples. as well as underneath my jawline. Now, as I'm going, I am still dabbing the product off on the back of my hand. I'm also going to use the same Sleek Contour Kit and a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and contour down my nose. I also want to add a subtle highlight to some of the high points of my face, and for this I'm going to be using the Jemma Kid Dewy Glow All Over Radiance Cream, and this is in the color Rose Gold. I'm going to pick it up with a Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'm just going to apply it to the high points of my face. This is a really subtle highlight color, so you're not going to be seeing huge chunks of glitter or really shimmery skin. All you're going to get is a really subtle, really dewy finish to your skin. And this, I think, is the most similar kind of highlighter to the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette. Now I'm just going to quickly set my concealer with this Australis Ready Set Go finishing powder. Just going to take a tiny bit and run it underneath my eyes where I put my concealer earlier. Being careful to stay away from all the points that I highlighted earlier. Now finally, the lips. If you have a darker skin tone than I do, this is still a really good look to use, but you should use a lipstick that complements your skin tone a little bit more. This is the perfect example of a lipstick that complements slightly darker skin tones. This is L'Oreal's Fairest Nude lipstick. It's really creamy and gorgeous. It's one of my favorite lipsticks to use for every day, and I think it'll look a lot lighter on those of you with darker skin, so it will look more nude than plummy. For a lighter skin tone, I'm trying another lip color. So I just removed the L'Oreal lipstick and I'm going to try a different one for a lighter skin tone like mine, and this is the Collection 2000 Lip Cream Puff Moisturizing Lip Cream in the color Powder Puff. And you could leave it at this, or if you're a fan of lip gloss like I am, you can top it off with a nice pink lip gloss. I have here the Bourjois Effet 3D Gloss Volume and Shine Elixir. I think that's what it's called. And this is the color 04. A couple of tips before I end this video for Asian eye shapes. Always make sure that you have a color in the crease that gives more dimension to your eye. If you're a monolid, the color to focus on would be the outer darker color. Make a V-like shape the way that I did, but maybe a little bit more intense and large in proportion to your eye shape. If you're trying to find your crease, what you should do is tilt your head back in a mirror, and you should see a little indent where your socket line is, and that's the guidance that you should use. For a monolider, your eyeshadow should always be above that line and not below it. And that is my finished look. A really simple, quick, smoky eye for Asian eyelids. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, please click subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.